What was Nangong Wan's fate when Han Li successfully formed his nascent soul at Luyun sect? As a core elder of Yanyu sect, Nangong Wan possessed unfathomable cultivation and practiced the Susu reincarnation art, a treasure-tier technique of her sect. Known as an eternal youth artifact in the immortal cultivation world, this technique allowed its practitioner to retain youthful appearance indefinitely, keeping Nangong Wan perpetually as graceful and otherworldly as a young maiden. Even after centuries of cultivation, she remained in the eyes of outsiders the same cold, elegant, and peerless elder of Yanyu sect. Her fateful bond with Han Li began in the perilous blood-forbidden land. Back then, the land was overrun by demonic beasts. Nangong Wan had entered the forbidden area to seek rare spiritual herbs in a mystic realm, but her cultivation was suppressed, leaving her no match for a level 2 demonic beast. Han Li was merely a key refining cultivator new to the immortal world. Though he had begun to stand out thanks to his cautious nature and exceptional techniques, he was still powerless against the powerful level 2 beast. Strangers to each other, they forged an unspoken alliance in their life or death crisis. Nangong Wan used her spells to restrain the beast, while Han Li unleashed talismans and magical artifacts to attack its weak points. After a fierce battle, they finally slew the beast. When sorting through the spoils, they accidentally touched the yin-sac tail fin of a black flood dragon. A cloud of pink mist instantly filled the air, imbued with an overwhelming charm power. Nangong Wan struggled to resist, and Han Li fell into a daze. Under the influence of the yin-sac's potency, the two unexpectedly engaged in dual cultivation, a practice of combining male and female energies in immortal cultivation. From that moment, the red thread of fate bound them tightly together. After returning to her sect, Nangong Wan found herself unable to focus on cultivation, all because of Han Li. The gap in their status and strength was immense at the time. In her eyes, a life-partner bond between them was impossible, and Han Li had become a heart demon, an inner obstacle to cultivation for her. She resolved to find and kill him to free herself from this distraction. Yet when she encountered Han Li again, she discovered he had successfully advanced to the foundation establishment stage. Witnessing his extraordinary talent, her resolve to kill wavered, and she decided to observe him first. Before long, a great war erupted between the 7 sects of Yu country and the demonic path, ending in a devastating defeat for the 7 sects. Fearing for Han Li's safety, Nangong Wan risked her own life to leave her sect in search of him, only to be pursued by Wang Chan and members of the Ghost Spirit sect as soon as she stepped out. Just as she was trapped in a desperate predicament, Han Li appeared. He took the daughter of ancestor Yunlu hostage and successfully rescued Nangong Wan. But after Han Li had completely evaded their pursuers and entered a cave to heal her, he never anticipated that the restriction Nangong Wan had set up before falling unconscious would drain all his spiritual power. This caused his cultivation to plummet back to the key refining stage. When Nangong Wan woke up, she pretended to be Nangong Ping, her cousin, and invited Han Li to join Yanyu sect, promising him ample cultivation resources. However, Han Li had already made up his mind to activate a teleportation array and flee this troubled land, so he politely declined her offer. This separation would last nearly 200 years. When they met again, Han Li had returned from the chaotic Star Sea through his own efforts and good fortune. Now nascent soul cultivator, he had even been invited to serve as a supreme elder of Luyun sect. Meanwhile, Nangong Wan had also diligently cultivated at Yanyu sect, advanced to the nascent soul stage, and similarly become a supreme elder of her sect. Han Li accidentally learned from a member of Yanyu sect that Nangong Wan was about to marry Wei Lycan, a nascent soul elder of Hui sect. This news threw Han Li into chaos, and only then did he realize that Nangong Wan had long occupied an extremely important place in his heart. He sneaked into Yanyu sect that night to meet her. The two poured out their hearts and confirmed their feelings for each other. It turned out that despite years of separation, neither had ever forgotten the other. At this point, Nangong Wan revealed the truth: she was being forced by her senior sister. Yanyu sect, in its bid to align with the powerful 9 Nations Alliance, intended to marry her off to Wei Lycan. How could Han Li allow the woman he loved to be trapped in such a predicament? He immediately decided to take Nangong Wan away. This act naturally drew the opposition of Nangong Wan's senior sister, the Great Elder of Yanyu sect. Undaunted, Han Li engaged the Great Elder in a fierce battle. He swiftly defeated her with his own strength, seized 2 of her magical treasures, and then successfully escaped Yanyu sect with Nangong Wan. When Han Li and Nangong Wan returned to Luyun sect, Cheng Tiankin directly took Nangong Wan as his sworn sister. He clearly signaled to other sects, Han Li's woman Luyun sect will protect her at all costs. From then on, Nangong Wan had a new home. Yet their peaceful days were short-lived. During the border war, Nangong I was ambushed by the fourth elder of Yinluo sect and struck with a vicious soul-sealing curse. To delay the curse's effects, she resolutely chose to freeze herself in ice, using the time to practice the Shanu heavenly bliss art. Han Li was frantic when he learned of this, but fortunately, he soon tracked down the fourth elder of Yinluo sect. After a bitter fight, he killed the elder. Through soul-searching, a technique to extract memories from a deceased soul, he discovered that the elder only knew how to cast the curse, not how to break it. Only the sect master of Yinluo sect held the method to undo it. At that time, Han Li was only at the early nascent soul stage, far no match for the sect master who was at the late nascent soul stage. Thus, he wandered across the entire immortal cultivation world, searching for a way to break the soul-sealing curse. After hundreds of years, Han Li finally advanced to the late nascent soul stage. He killed the Yinluo sect master and became the most powerful cultivator in Tianan. He then successfully lifted the soul-sealing curse from Nangong I. Later, the two held a grand ceremony at Luyun sect to formalize their status as Dao companions, life partners in immortal cultivation. Sects from all over Tianan came to attend, filling Luyun sect with a bustling crowd. When Han Li advanced to the spirit transformation stage by chance and secretly crossed into the spirit world, Nangong I did not give up on her cultivation. Regrettably, when she attempted to cross into the spirit world during her own spirit transformation stage, the spatial node was affected by a battle between ancient true spirits. She accidentally ascended to the small spirit heaven. There, Nangong I absorbed the essence from the corpses of true spirits. With her unyielding perseverance and exceptional talent, she advanced to the late body integration stage in less than 2,000 years. When Han Li found her through clues, the two joined forces to slay an ancient demon. They returned to the spirit world together and settled in Qingyuan Palace in the Boundless Sea. The world once thought that Cheng Tiankin was the most discerning angel investor, a metaphor for recognizing potential early on in the immortal world. Yet compared to Nangong I, he was utterly outclassed. She had already formed a karmic bond with Han Li when he was still a lowly key-refining cultivator. It must be said that her foresight was far sharper than Cheng Tiankin's. So, between Nangong I and Han Li, who actually got the better end of the deal? Key terminology notes. Formed nascent soul is a critical cultivation stage where a cultivator condenses their spiritual power into a nascent soul, a miniature avatar of themselves, marking a leap to high-level strength. Key refining, foundation establishment, nascent soul, spirit transformation, body integration are core cultivation stages in Chinese Xianxia immortal hero lore, progressing from low to high. Dual cultivation is a practice where two cultivators, usually male and female, share spiritual power to enhance their cultivation, often with romantic or intimate connotations. Heart demon is an inner distraction or negative emotion that hinders cultivation, often tied to unresolved desires or trauma. Dao companion is a life partner in cultivation, bound by both romantic affection and shared goals of pursuing immortality. Soul searching is a magical technique to extract memories or information from a deceased or captured soul.